You know, if you ask some teenagers how much time they spend playing video games, you might be astounded. If you ask them how much time they spend on their computer, doing Facebook, MySpace, you might be astounded. And you say, you know, if you put that much energy or put that much time into your studies, where would you be? Well, yeah, but this is more fun. This is what I want to do. Right? Where does your time go? How much thought have you put into spiritual things this week? How much time have you committed to your spiritual relationships? Taking care of somebody, wondering about somebody's spiritual life, if you can reach out, encourage them, praying for them? Again, no law. No comparing yourself with the person sitting next to you. It's you. Where are you sowing your time? Where are you sowing your energy? You know, you have a limited amount of energy because you know it, because you run out, right? You get that feeling, you say, okay, that's enough. Okay, nap time. Time to go to bed. Time to do something to fill my well up because I'm out of energy. Where's it going? Are you sowing to please the sinful nature? Are you sowing to please the Spirit? Where does your energy go? How much energy this week have you spent on spiritual things? How much energy this week have you spent on the spiritual life of the congregation? I know there's people that expend a tremendous amount of energy, and people have a tremendous amount of energy that makes me jealous sometimes. And where do they get all that energy? What do you do with it when you get it? What do you do with yours? What about your financial resources? Where does it go? Now, the easiest thing to do, Paul would have said, and by the way, I need to remind you guys that 10%, that's down here in the next verse. No, that's not. See what large letters say. It's not in here, is it? It's not in here. He's not going to lay down a law and say, how much do you give? He's not going to say how much you need to give to those who are helping you in your spiritual matters. He's not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. What you need to do personally is figure out, where does your financial sowing go? Where does it go? Money's always gone, isn't it? I mean, it's always gone. It's usually gone before I get it. You know that feeling? But it goes somewhere. Where does it go? What are you sowing towards? Your sinful nature? Something bigger, something better, something more comfortable, or your spiritual life? When was the last time you bought a Bible? I mean, went down and found a Bible that said, you know, I really like this format. I like this translation. I like these notes. I like the map in the back. This has really helped me get into the Word. Yeah, it was $35. It was $40. When was the last time you spent that much money on buying a Bible? Where does your money go? These are spiritual principles, folks. These are not laws. This is not saying, by the way, all of you have to have little blue New Testaments, just like this. Okay, that open up to Galatians 6 because we've been there so long. That's not what that's saying. What we're saying is, where are you sowing? Are you sowing to please the Spirit? Are you sowing to please your sinful nature? Because here's what's going to happen. Wherever you sow, that's where you're going to reap. That's what it says. And you can't get away from that. If you sow seeds of discord, guess what you're going to reap? Discord. And nobody's going to trust you. Nobody's going to be close to you because you sow seeds of discord. You sow seeds of hatred, guess what you're going to reap? Hatred. You sow seeds toward your sinful nature, he says you're going to reap destruction. You say, what does that mean? I'm going to hell? Guys, listen. Here's what he's talking about. Relationships with each other. He's talking about not biting and devouring each other. He's talking about building up and encouraging each other. He said, you either sow towards the Spirit or you sow towards the sinful nature. But whatever you sow towards, that's where you are going to reap. And that's it. You spend all your energy and effort and time to please your sinful nature, guess what you're going to reap? Destruction. He said that will destroy you. It'll destroy your relationships. It'll destroy your ability to have relationships with each other. If you sow your time and energy and resources towards pleasing the Spirit, guess what you're going to reap? Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. That's what you're going to reap. So how do we dictate how do we act to each other? How do we dictate how much we give? Do we lay down some laws? No. Do we compare ourselves to somebody else? Absolutely not. Do we take account for whether we're sowing to please the Spirit or sowing to please our sinful nature? Yes. It's vital that you know. It's not vital that I know. It's not vital that the person next to you knows. But it's very, very important that you know, because where you sow is where you're going to reap. And it says again, it says, those who sow to please their sinful nature from that nature will reap destruction. The one who sows to please the Spirit from that Spirit will reap eternal life. That relationship with God that He created you to have. Eternal life. Let us not become weary in doing good, for in the proper time we will reap a harvest if we don't give up. Sometimes we want that instant gratification spiritually, don't we? Don't we? Man, I came down and I did something for the church, and man, it looked so much better, and no one said anything. Hate that. Really do. Hate that. Everybody's effort and energy to take care of this place is appreciated. Sometimes we don't do a very good job showing it. Sometimes we feel neglected. Sometimes we feel kind of misused. Right? And that causes us to grow weary and quit. I'm just going to quit. Not going to do it anymore. Then they'll notice. That'll show them. No. He said, don't grow weary in doing good. Don't grow weary. You know, sometimes we work for the spiritual growth of a church, and nothing seems to change, and we just, that's it. I've had enough, and we quit. Don't grow weary in doing good. At the proper time, there will be a harvest.